I found a great love of photography, and I love fashion. I love Vogue. I love my love. And yeah, I kind of use all of this, and I guess my biggest reason that I do these videos is, yes, I get something out of them, but also, you know, it's like I'm recovered, right? I did this. At points in my illness, I didn't ever believe I could be well. I was told I could never be well. Not only was I diagnosed with anorexia nervosa, I was diagnosed with obsessive compulsive disorder, general anxiety disorder, major depressive disorder, borderline personality disorder, and they kind of were back and forth on kind of multiple personality disorder and bipolar, and they were never really confirmed, but they, you know, they're down in notes. And that was really difficult to let go of, because from kind of growing up and kind of being a normal kid to suddenly having this awful stuff that happened to me, you know, I was raped and repeatedly raped, and I go through all of that, and what I realise now is that the illness, the sickness, was just me just not only not being able to cope with what had happened, but almost imitating that behaviour on myself through sort of self-starving, self-cutting. And I had to make a start. I had to say on that night, I was like, right, Rach, you're going to do this, okay? And I'm not going to piss about, and I'm not going to wake up tomorrow and be like, oh, actually today I'm okay. I'm actually going to take this face on, and I'm going to do it. And there was another something here from Mari Hornbecker, and she writes, the leap of faith is this: you have to believe, or at least pretend you believe, until you really believe it, that you are strong enough to take life face on. Never, ever underestimate the power of desire. If you want to live badly enough, you can live. The greater question, at least for me, was how do I decide I want to live? And it's still a question I'm working on. And I think the issue with people with recovery is that it's like things have to be bad enough or dire enough, or, you know, you're in denial because you're kind of like, oh, I'm okay today, even though yesterday I was really struggling, I'm fine today, so what's the point? And it's about recognising and appreciating that you are going to have ups and downs, and some days you're going to be like, oh, I'm fine, I don't need to eat this, I don't need to do this. But it's about saying, well, hang on, no, but a couple of months ago I was like about ready to top myself because of how I was feeling, and now if I just go down that road again, I'm just going to get sick. And I tell you something, sickness sucks. It's such a load of crap compared to what recovery is. And yes, recovery is difficult. Yes, it often means weight gain, it means food, it means engaging in therapy, it means engaging in life, it means meeting people, it means falling in love, it means being hurt, it means experiencing joy and sadness and pain and despair, but happiness and faith and trust and love and all of these amazing things. And you are never going to have any of that while you're sick. You're just not. You're not going to be able to experience things while you're sick. And now, I'm not going to sit here and define what sick is, because you people out there know whether you're sick or not, and you know that if you are underweight and under-eating and struggling with food and exercising and doing all of this stuff to yourself that is ultimately going to kill you, where's the joy in that? Where's the freedom in that? I don't want to be, I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be the person I was when I was really sick, because I was a complete nightmare. I just hurt everybody around me. And it's now I take responsibility for that I'm a sister, that I'm a daughter, that I'm a granddaughter, that I'm a best friend, that I'm a godmother, that I'm a girlfriend, that people admire me, people respect me. And it's like, people respect me. And, it's like you just gain so much more from being well. And yeah, that means being normal. But you can always wear bright pink tights to brighten your day, or put a headband in, or go to the hairdresser, or buy something nice, or buy a good book, or watch a good film, and inspire yourself. Allow yourself to be inspired. Allow yourself, most importantly, allow yourself to love. And the more well I've become, I can now look to my future, and I want a family, and I want a relationship, and I want a big house with a garden where I can grow vegetables and run around in my wellies, and I want so much, and I want to be a clinical psychologist, and I'm determined I will get there, because I know I have to be well to do that. I'm just going to read you one last thing, and this video has really gone on. It's an article from Pearl Reflections, and it's something that Mario Hornbacher wrote, and it reminds me of us here at the CoLab. And it says, first let me tell you what I'm not. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a clinician. I have no letters after the name that would give reason to believe I'm an expert in the field of psychology or medicine, which is good, because I'm not such an expert. People with expertise in these areas are essential to the understanding of and recovery from eating disorders, and their work is invaluable to furthering of process in treatment and knowledge in this field, but I'm not one of them. As such, please be aware that anything I write is written from the perspective of a lay person with no therapeutic training, and is not under circumstances taken as therapeutic directive. What I am is a former anorectic and bulimic with a 17-year history of severe eating disorders, multiple treatments, endless therapy, and finally a state of recovery neither I nor anyone else believe would be possible. Let me go back to a phrase I just used, state of recovery. Break that down into two parts. First, recovery. By this, I do mean that it's possible to recover. Not that it's possible to recover to hang on to all your favourite parts of an eating disorder, just a few, and call it recovery, because that's not recovery. I mean, flat out, eat normally, stay healthy, get comfortable with your body, and actually like it. Recovery. I never thought it even existed, and the statistics suggest that it exists for only a few. The statistics are misleading for the simple reason they do not take into account the sheer force of willpower that most of us possess, and that, when turned towards our health rather than our illness, can bring us to real recovery. Second, state of recovery is a fluid state, not a fixed point. You reach its exit first, and that is where most of us stop, because then we can always look back. But you push through or move into the centre, where you can find that state of recovery is an ongoing effort of major proportions with enormous rewards. And I do believe that is something I've achieved. I believe that I've gone past the recovery, past that kind of barrier where you can always look back, and dared to go over it. And she just says kind of at the end, I was expected to die and I didn't. The reason I didn't is simple. I felt it was the easy choice and irresponsible one. What's been harder is learning to live. It's something that requires an immense amount of energy and concentration. Concentration you're used to putting towards your own self-torture, and I depart from the accepted wisdom on many issues, of which is the idea that you can't help having an eating disorder. I believe you can. Perhaps we don't choose to get one, and this is something Tracy said, but we choose whether or not we keep it. We choose, furthermore, whether to linger at the edge of addiction or to move into a full life. And I cannot tell you how to get well. I can tell you how I got well and hope it helps. The how I will leave it to the professionals, but maybe I can share a little of why, and it's so worth it. And I hope that's something that these videos have all highlighted all week, and it's something that I've been able to discuss as well, guys. Okay, I'll see you next week. Okay, bye.